webinar. I am Devarsh and I am joined by my colleague Vinay today. This is a discussion, midweek market outlook webinar and discussion on our open recommendations. So first I'll go through a recent track record and then I'll hand it over to Vinay. Vinay will talk about market outlook from technical perspective. So since last couple of months, we have been quite aggressive in giving MTF recommendations and emerging recommendations. More than 60, 76 recommendations, 79 recommendations have achieved their target. Around 14 have achieved their target recently. Similarly, around 80, 79, 80 have achieved their target on fundamental side. And similarly, about 7 recommendations have hit their target on fundamental side recently. We have also been active in issuing new recommendations. So we have issued 4 new fundamental calls: Uniparts, Kansai Nerolac, Aptech, and IFGL. And similarly, we have issued about 18 DIY SIP picks also. This is for longer term investors who wants to invest systematically across various categories, various time frame. Margin calls also, 7 new calls have been issued recently, out of which a couple have already achieved the target. Recently, we have issued TCS, Grindwell, Norton, Atul, and FL India. So 4 new recommendations which we have issued recently are IFGL, Kansai, Uniparts, and Aptech. So I'll go through them quickly. So Kansai, we have asked investors to invest in these 323 to 330 band and also on declines around 289 to 296. Basically, the Kansai is gaining market share across paint categories and we expect the EBITDA margin to improve here. Our targets are 358 and 384. Second stock which we have recommended and the first target is almost achieved today. 645 to 660 is the band for Uniparts first, and 585 to 595 was the second band. 766 is the ultimate target. So here it's a global leading supplier of components for off-highway market, and it is gaining market share also. We expect that this company to grow at 13% CAGR, and at 766 it is quite attractively valued at about 13 times FY25. We also know the good old Aptech, which is one of the pioneers in the vocational skilling industry. They have been one of the pioneers in the animation and gaming and VFX business. They have morphed themselves into the enterprise training business, where they have a large order book. So around 320 to 328 and on declines around 290 to 295, we have asked investors to invest in this. 355 and 385 are the targets. Lastly, today morning we have issued IFGL refractories. So 456 to 470 band and add-on dips to 400 to 406. 503 and 552 are our target. Here, this is basically a leading manufacturer of refractories, and they have recently announced new capacity addition, which will help him grow and show some visibility. This is also quite attractively valued, and that's why we have given recommendation to buy this IFGL refractories also. So research reports are available on our website for all 4 of them. I would request all of you to go through them and ask investors, everybody, to invest in this one. Now let's turn to technicals and look at the short-term view of the market based on technicals. I will invite my colleague Vinay to share his views. Over to you, Vinay.
Yeah, I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, it is visible and you are audible. Go ahead.
Yeah. So let us start with the Nifty Outlook. So this is a Nifty daily chart, and as we have been witnessing some profit booking since we made almost a high near to 20,000, and since then we have been gradually falling. So today Nifty fell more than 1% with a momentum. So today what has happened is the important support has been breached. So the important support was there from the 20 days simple moving average. This yellow line you can see over here, it was the 20 days moving average support, and this has been acting, this was acting as a support since we started the rally since April 2023. So first time we have seen that in last 4 months this Nifty has breached a crucial support of 20 days SMA. So this can be considered as a bearish sign for the short term. And as we can see over here, this is a downward sloping trend line adjoining the all-time high and the intermediate high, which was at 19,867. So this trend line actually acted as a strong resistance, and Nifty fell from that level only from in yesterday's session, and today it has breached the 20 days SMA support. So this is a short-term bearish reversal, we can say, looking at the daily charts. Now what is the next support for the Nifty? Now since we have seen this 20 days SMA support is getting breached after a long time, we can expect a healthy correction. So if we, this is a weekly chart. Now I will show you where the Nifty can go on the downside. So this was the October 2021 high, which was at 18,604, and after that we saw a all-time high at 18,887, and we saw a breakout from this trend line in the month of June. Now we can expect this trend line by adjoining these previous major swing highs. We can expect this trend line to retest at the lower level. So this trend line support comes in at 19,100. So this could be the ultimate support for this particular correction, because we have seen some running corrections during last 4 months, but they have not been that much healthy. But this time it seems that Nifty has broken a crucial support, and 19,000 to 19,100 can act as a next support. So this time we can expect healthy correction, and unless we break a high of 19,800, our view would remain bearish, because this is the intermediate high which was the yesterday's high. So unless Nifty breaks 90,800 on the upside, view remains bearish only, and we will revise our view only if Nifty is able to close above 19,800. And till then, one trader should remain bearish, and the downside, as I said, 19,000 to 19,100 is a crucial support. Now let us move to the Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty has also breached the support of 20 days SMA, though we saw some sort of recovery in the last half an hour, 45 minutes in today's session, because of the 50 days exponential average support. But overall chart is also showing weakness here in Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty supports, this is a weekly chart, and what we believe is the Bank Nifty positional support is around 44,540, which is derived from the Fibonacci retracement levels. So according to us, this correction could extend towards 44,540, and Bank Nifty breaches that level, then we can expect a level of 43,400 also. So these are the two levels which are positional supports for the Bank Nifty, and unless and until we see a level above 45,800, Bank Nifty should remain bearish, on the bearish side only. So technical structure of Nifty as well as Bank Nifty has turned into a bearish zone on the short term charts, and we can expect an extension of the correction. So I'm repeating the support levels. 44,540 is the first support for Bank Nifty, and 43,400 is the second support for the Nifty. And as we have started getting momentum on the downside after a long time, this fall could be sharp also. So we believe that though we have seen some sort of recovery in last 45 minutes, but the overall trend has reversed on the downside. So we can expect 2 to 3% downside in Nifty and Bank Nifty further from here. And I have mentioned the resistances also for Nifty, Bank Nifty, and unless those are taken out, one should remain cautious on the market. Now let us look at the small cap index. Now today small cap index underperformed the Nifty. It was down by 1.76% against the fall of 1.1% of Nifty. So definitely primary trend is still positive. Today was the first day. Yesterday Nifty small cap index hit an all-time almost at the highest point of the rally. But today's fall was brutal. It was down by 1.8%. But mid caps and small caps are kind of instruments which can catch up the downfall afterwards. So though we have seen some sort of some stocks were still outperforming in today's session, but it might happen that in the coming days mid cap and small caps can continue to fall further and can underperform the markets. So in this kind of scenario, especially when we have already seen a 35% rise from the March bottom. So guys, Nifty small cap index has witnessed a rise of 35%, while Nifty has witnessed a rise of or 18%. So small cap index has risen double than the Nifty in last 4-5 months. So that is why concern is there, cautiousness should be there. So today was the first day of falling, but we should remain cautious in the small cap also, and we can see some extension of the fall. So this was regarding the market and the benchmark indices. These are the important levels you should watch out for, and that is what I wanted to share. And now over to you, Devarsh bhai.
Okay. Thank you, Vinay. Yeah, thank you, Vinay. So now we'll take some questions. We have some time. So if you have any question, depending upon the screen you are using, you should have a question mark symbol either on the right hand side or on the bottom. Please click on it and put your question on the question window, and we'll try to answer as much as possible. Meanwhile, I'll wait for the question queue to assemble. Vinay, what sector, if there is a correction in the market and if somebody wants to invest, what sector does it look interesting from technical perspective? Which one where we can look for opportunities to go long?
Yeah, so if you were to look at the long-term charts, Nifty Pharma Index has registered a new all-time high. So this is a big development on the long-term charts. So we can expect a continuation of outperformance from the pharma space. So if you were to compare it with the Nifty, if we look at, we see a ratio chart in which we divide the pharma index with the Nifty, that is still down from its all-time high. So Nifty Pharma Index against Nifty is relatively underperforming for since long, and now we can see that outperformance starting from here. So Nifty Pharma Index and stocks can do well on dips. If market comes around support, we can definitely look at the opportunities in investing and as well as trading in the pharma space at lower level. So I would recommend that if stocks, large cap and good quality stocks in pharma space comes down with the market, that could be a good opportunity to invest fresh and trade fresh also.
Okay. So there are some questions which we would like to take. Individual stock specific questions we may not be able to answer unless there is an open recommendation, but otherwise we will try to answer as many as possible under sector wide. So Salil Gupta is asking for equity recommendation, which are the other open recommendations. So we cover all our open recommendations in our Monday weekly file. Please go to our website, log in, and there Monday the weekly file is there, in which you will be able to find all open recommendations apart from there on our website. Pankaj Choksi is asking what is the medium term support. So if market were to turn little more bearish and if they were to breach the near term support, what is the medium term support for a fundamental long term investor, Vinay?
So this question for Nifty, right?
Yeah, Nifty near term support we have provided. Suppose if we were to break that, and if somebody wants to look to invest for a longer term and is looking for a medium term kind of support, what is the medium term support? What is the downside after the recent breakdown of the support?
Yeah, so looking at the primary trend, the previous swing high can act as a support for the Nifty, and that is placed in the range of, let's say, 18,600 to 18,800. So this can act as a positional support, medium term support for the markets, because markets have entered into a bullish zone on the long term charts. So this can act as a support. So below 19,100 we can expect a next level of support, which is a positional support, 18,600 to 18,800. This is the range one can look for.
Okay. Amitabh Shetty is asking that those people who have joined the session late, we will upload this video on our YouTube channel, so you can go through there. Vinayak Chavan is asking, share thoughts on FI selling structures in last 3 days. So there are two things which has happened recently. First is the Japanese bond yield has gone up, and that is the reason why Japanese markets have also started the correction. Second thing is the US has been downgraded by the American rating agencies. So rating agency has been asking US government for the increase in the debt market and their debt ceiling, and that's why they have downgraded the US. So these things are leading to some kind of a reduction in bullish momentum, and that's why we have seen some kind of correction. So these are the two major events which has happened, and that is leading to bearishness in the short-term markets. Okay, I think we have covered all the questions which are there. Any closing comments, Vinay?
So yes, so market after a long time we have seen correction is started. So better to be remain cautious and utilize dips to invest. Right now, today was the first day of correction. So do not try to anticipate the bottom. Utilize support levels to enter a new position. So don't be in a hurry. Let it get stabilized first. Then we can start fresh trading and investing. But as of now, 19,100 is a crucial support around which we can think of reviewing our view.
Okay, we have had a fantastic bull run. So as we have been covering in our webinars earlier, we have given you a lot of insights earlier, and last couple of webinars I have been telling you that there will be time in recent future in next couple of days when we will tell you to remain cautious. Now is the time to be rather safe than sorry. So don't be aggressive in long positions. If you have leverage positions, if you have large MTF position, try to create some cash. 10% cash should be there in the portfolio so that if there is a deeper correction, we can utilize them to create long positions. And leverage positions holders should create more buffer for margins. That is our advice. I hope this has been useful to you. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you after a few days in the next webinar. Thank you, and have a great day ahead.